Hello and welcome everybody. I'm Rose Smith from AbsoluteSoulSecrets.com and I've got this week's Pick a Card weekly tarot reading. Happy birthday to all Aquarians, depending on what system in astrology you follow. It starts today or maybe tomorrow or maybe the next day. But it's Aquarius season, so well done you. Happy birthday to you all. Okay, pick a number now between 1 and 5, and I'll have a little vision and pull a card for you. Let's go to the board right now, and I've got cards jumping out all over the place, but I've regained control, which is always good. Let's go to the board. Okay, so here we go. That's a little bit crooked, that. I don't know why that is. Okay, so we're looking at card number 1. Card number 1, closing my eyes. I had Prince Harry here earlier. Maybe it was him. He's always in trouble, that cat. What do I see? Oh, it's all very mystical and sort of Fantasia type of energy here. I think this is relating to your imagination, number 1. You could go through quite a creative time. Just allow yourself to brainstorm whatever comes up, not to judge it. There's a big wooden cross here as well. I'm in the mountains, and while it's beautiful, it's also challenging, and the cross does represent sacrifice. So the sacrifices that you've had to make in your life, I guess you can look at those and ask yourself, what are the silver linings, and what does that do for your imagination and your creativity? The card that comes out for you is the 6 of Pentacles. This is all about your money, getting organised with your money. It's also to do with charity, if you've got any spare money that you can help others with. But somebody might also ask you for money as well. Sometimes it's children or people close to you, and sometimes not. But it's just basically saying that money is sort of like a focus for the week coming up. Maybe you want to buy something, but you think it's too expensive, and then that creates like a tension within you because you really want this thing, but then it costs so much money and blah, blah, blah. I used to suffer like that a lot when I was younger, like trying to decide to buy something and then thinking, oh, it's not worth it or whatever, you know. So, you know, it's on the cards that money will be in your mind. Even though this is fairly sort of neutral, I still get a positive vibe about it, and it's like even if you give money or donate to people, you know, in less fortunate circumstance, it will come back to you in other ways. Number two, what do I see? Okay, I'm drilling here into the ground, but I want to say it's a test bore, or it's like an experiment of some description. Okay, it's actually drilling for water. Okay, it's not oil or anything like that. It's water, and water is like chi force, so it's like you're going down within your body, looking for vitality, looking for energy, looking for better health. Okay, and you might need to experiment a number of times and do a number of test bores, you know, go within and find out what it is that you need to do to improve your health and well-being. The card that comes up for number 2 is the 4 of Cups. This can indicate sadness and despondency. Sometimes it stems from a relationship in the past, and you've had a life after that, but still you have these memories or intrusive thoughts coming up about past relationships. There was quite a spiritual bond with this person, these white roses, like a spiritual love of you know, a type. However, it didn't work out on the physical plane, and you know, everything that exists in spirit, it's very tough to bring it down and manifest it in the physical world. And some people say the real world, but I don't really agree with that, because I think the spiritual world is every bit as real as the so-called real world. But look, Spirit's going to hand you a cup of energy, maybe a bit of inspiration or motivation to get you out of these doldrums from the past, This could even be an existing relationship that's going through a bit of a difficult time. But be on the lookout for some extra energy that you can follow and focus on, rather than, just focusing on the sadness or the things that haven't worked out. Okay, love is not perfect, I'm afraid, in this in this physical world. Perfect in spirit, but not necessarily here. Okay, I see when I say that, I'm seeing the globe actually. It's like I'm out in space looking down at the planet, and it's beautiful, but we don't see, when we're way out there, we don't see all the detail of all the things that are wrong. And there is a bit that needs fixing at the moment. All right, we're going on to number 3 now. Card number 3, what do I see? Oh. Okay, I thought it was like a genie and the lamp, and it turned out to be a teapot, a beautiful silver old-fashioned teapot. And so it's like socialising. Maybe it's socialising with people you know from the past, or the past comes up, and it could be something to do with relatives, but not this current generation. We're going back like 50 or to 100 years, like that kind of era. Where are we? So 50 years ago. Oh no, it's even before that. I'd say it's before 1960. So that first 60 years or so of the 20th century. Okay, so there might be some ancestral memories coming back to you, or you might start to get interested in your family tree, for example. The card that comes up for you is, I'm going to go with that one, the Two of Pentacles. This has come out today in Facebook. It just says that money is a focus. But it doesn't really indicate one way or the other than you'll be dealing with money, looking at money. I always think it's positive because it's green, and green is all about growth and development. Number 3. So a bit of a sort of left of field interpretation here is also to do with not only money, but also to do with your body, because Pentacles is an earthly suite, so it can relate to your health as well. You might be looking at that in the next few days to a week. But ways that you can grow, I feel like it's positive, put it that way. Number 4, what do I see? Wow, I'm in a canoe and we're going through the rapids. It's pretty full on. Some people would think it was exciting and invigorating. I'm not sure about that. Getting smashed up against these big rocks, and the river's really wild and really fast. But yeah, some people seem to like it. I'm not one. Okay, so this suggests there's a bit of turbulence in your life, but at least you know you're alive. And you're managing your emotions and the energies coming up from your subconscious. As you get thrown against a rock, you got an oar, and you push your kayak away from the wall and the rock and whatever. Yeah, so you're managing. Number 4, the card that comes up is, that one will be fine, the 8 of Pentacles. Again, this came up on Facebook this morning, again about your money. This is being compensated, receiving recompense for the wonderful work that you do. Now, this can be paid work or volunteer work, or even just, whatever you do on a daily basis. But there's some sort of reward coming for you. If you keep your feet on the ground and you take action, it's particularly good if you use your hands in order to make money. So these days, I think that includes typing. Of course, in the old days, it would be more about physically making something with your hands, some sort of craft, or maybe art or sewing or even cooking. But today, I think it's online work has got to go into that bunch of categories. And there's also like a spiritual inclination with this card. So it's like, do a good job and do it for the right reasons and you'll be well rewarded. Number 4. Okay, so number 5, what do I see? Number 5, there's like a wicker basket, like a wicker clothes basket here. Back in I don't know, it must be at least 150 years ago, a stone cottage, and trying to keep this place warm, trying to cook, this is a basket of washing that I've just picked up off the line, supposedly. And it's just sort of saying that work can be really like monotonous, boring, and it's hard work basically looking after this place. And I want to say on my own. So I don't know if this is a past life or this is to do with your family, but yeah, I want to say on my own, doing all this work. It's hard work. So how does it relate to today, what you're doing today? Maybe you need to socialise and get out and have a bit more fun and not get so caught up in the past. I mean, I'm a good one to talk about work. I work all the time. And, all work and no play makes Jill a very dull girl, which is fine. Well, not so fine for Jill, but yeah, it's got some sort of meaning to me personally, but that's what I'm getting for number 5. The card that comes up is the 4 of Pentacles, again about your money. So this is largely all about money for everyone except number 2, which is feelings. But 4 of Pentacles, you see this mountain over here is like a challenge. You see these sheer cliff faces. There is a path that goes down here, and look at that. That always looks like a laptop to me. It's just a bit of stone, but there's a way through any financial difficulties that you may be experiencing at the moment. You know, it might be a bit convoluted. It's not straight. But if you follow the path, you'll get there. So it's basically saying that, yeah, you need to work, you need to keep going, don't give up, take action and be diligent now. Okay, so we've got 4 Pentacles cards there, which is a lot. So it's a big week for focusing on your money. And I would say to you, be a bit cautious with your money because inflation is going to go up soon. And, all the tariffs and things are certainly going to affect Australia, the US tariffs. Well, maybe not. It's a bit up in the air because although there's global inflation, we actually have a free trade agreement with America. So I'm not sure it's legal to put tariffs on Australian goods. So that is a bit up in the air for us. But I think the Australian dollar is definitely going down, so we're going to be affected most definitely in Australia. So I would say to everyone to be careful with your money, and maybe there's some sort of realisation globally that we thought things were expensive before. We're going to find out, as the prices go up and up, okay? If electricity, I'm just getting a bit of a zing on that. I feel like the prices of power are going to increase. So if you can get solar, that's what I'd be doing. I've actually got 2 solar systems myself. I've had solar for about 40 years, and I believe in solar energy. Depending where you are, it's not suitable everywhere in the world because obviously you've got to have sunshine. But solar's the way to go if you're in Australia, basically. Okay, so that's it, everyone. Thank you so much for watching today. Hope this is useful. Leave a like and a comment. That would be fabulous. And have a great week. Happy birthday to all Aquarians. Okay, I'll see you again very soon. Bye for now. Thanks so much for watching. Please visit my website, absolutesoulsecrets.com, for all things spiritual. Have a lovely day.